right, guys, those first two acts were really off the hook. Great job. TRL, today's race line. As you know, each week we do a countdown to give you the lowdown of where your ethnicity lands here in the melting pot this week. Vive la différence, that's what I like to say. People often say to me, is it a countdown to oblivion or is it just like the real TRL? Well, if you think the real TRL is not a countdown to oblivion on some level, I guess we see things differently. All right, debuting at number 10 is Ireland. They recently disbanded the IRA. Listen, Ireland, you don't make any moves without your American cousins who've been coughing it up all these years, all right? Yeah, we have to go to fundraisers at those awful Bronx VFW halls where everybody has to pretend that we're raising money for an orphanage in Donegal, all right? Meanwhile, how many orphanages need 400 Kalashnikov rifles and half a ton of C4? That's my question. At number 9, Afghanistan. They've reopened Al-Qaeda training camps in Afghanistan. What do we have to do to get them to listen to us? Bomb the craters from the last bombs? Look, you can't put a hole in a hole. It's metaphysical, folks, all right? Coming in, number 8, the Democratic Republic of Congo. The DRC, the notorious DRC, gets some chart action for ending its 4-year-old civil war. But choosing 4 vice presidents from Rwanda and Uganda, you'll be counting your next election by a show of severed hands, all right? Now, at big number 7 are the French. All right, this time you've really done it, France. Recently, in the French paper Le Monde, you called us, the United States, their new real enemy. In that smelly restaurant that you call a country in which you sat the Germans at a table for 25,000, and your idea of resistance was to tell Hitler you were out of the 33 Rothschild. Listen to me. Put out your cigarettes and get back to what you do best, rolling your eyes at people. All right. Clocking in at number 6. Number 6, the Egyptians. I see you call our offer of $29 million in annual aid transparent. Well, I'll tell you what else is transparent. The way you guys wear concerned looks while low-fiving each other after each Hezbollah suicide bombing. Did I say Hezbollah and that's why I didn't get a laugh instead of Hezbollah? That really annoys me. I look like a real dope. New at number 5 are the Canadians. Some Saskatchewan Indian chief got in trouble for suggesting the Nazis were justified in trying to get rid of the Jews. Hey, Chief Trentlot, don't piss off the Jews. Who do you think is paying to see those Neil Sedaka Sunday nooners at your casino, stupid? All right. At number 4 is Somalia. You really are something, Somalia. It's bad enough your disastrous country gave Josh Hartnett a movie he was actually good in. Now, you lay out the red carpet for the Kenyan suicide bombers. If Iman wasn't attached to David Bowie, we'd deport her. And don't think I didn't hear the girls going, oh, about the Josh Hartnett thing. Ladies, I never get that kind of love and it pisses me off. I've been on a lot. Up 3 spots from last week at number 3, the North Koreans, for planning to reactivate a nuclear power plant. Does everyone in this world think they're a tough guy all of a sudden? North Korea, let's put it in perspective. You're a country where the top item on the menu is called Best in Show. All right, look. You're the only people... No, that was in bad taste, but this is the truth. You're the only people who have to cancel dinner because the main course is playing with the kids. You need to check yourself. Oh, ooh. That was nasty. Thank God it didn't have Josh Hartnett in it. Then we really... That would have really been edgy. Look who grabbed number 2, our old friends Iran. Some reformist professor got a death sentence for questioning an interpretation of the Quran. See, if he'd done that in this country in a college, he wouldn't get in trouble because nobody would be listening in class, all right? You know why? Walkmans equals tolerance. Now, this is what I'm saying. When I say now this is what I'm saying, I was just saying that to kind of flow as the laugh happened. I wasn't... And still at number 1, Iraq. Saddam Hussein just commissioned a Quran to be written in his own blood. Well, the good thing is that he doesn't have an exaggerated sense of his own importance, I think. Writing the Quran in your own blood is like if I made them put me in a Saturday Night Live sweatshirt at my funeral. You know what I'm saying? I don't really even know if that joke makes sense, but it's something funny about it, you know what I mean? All right, who knows what the chart will look like next week? The Saudis are overdue, and I don't want to give away any American military secrets, but Denmark, watch your back. First of all, I don't like that my 70s Irish corduroy threads have now become dress in black. And don't think. But, wow. I just think we should all, as comedians, sit in that bomb for a second, because I never really sat there and appreciated what that feels like.
At least they're fair. They're not laughing at everybody, including the host.
Michael Douglas has to pay $1 million to Catherine Zeta if he cheats. You know that? It's in the prenup, I read somewhere. And so that's pretty amazing. That's his story. If she comes in, he's got to have a good go-to story to get out of that $1 million debt. What are your go-to stories if you get caught cheating? Greg, you're Spanish. You guys must have a million.
Honey, these private investigators are morons. Who are you going to believe? Some broken down, failed mall cop and his videotapes and stacks of pictures and DNA evidence, or me, your husband? And besides, you smashed my guitar, so we're even, right? I mean, it was a great guitar, and she was a really fat girl, so, well.
All right, Patrice.
Well, thanks, Colin. Well, I would tell her, hey, sweetie, this has nothing to do with you. Stop being so selfish. What does my sex life with a stranger have to do with our love? Now beat it.
Sue.
I'm sorry. It's just that when we're having sex, you're always yelling faster, faster, harder, harder. And I just thought that meant you wanted me to get better. So I was just practicing.
Nikki.
I don't cheat. I have go-to stories, plural, and none of these work, because you can't use the same story every time. Next card, please. Thank you. This one didn't work. Yeah, that's a used condom under the bed, but I used it to masturbate so I wouldn't waste the paper towels.
I'm here with you.
That is not a hickey on my neck. I got splashed with hot oil at the San Gennaro feast. That is not a hickey on my balls. I got splashed with hot oil at the San Gennaro feast. Yeah, that's a red pubic hair because I let Sully borrow my underwear last week.
Good. That's the picture I want for my wall, is you telling that with his giant Suge Knight hand with the ring right there.
I know, I felt like Fay Ray.
I felt him losing it. I just wanted to help him out a little bit, yeah.
All right, my technique is the old Meisner acting technique. We just repeat what the other person said till it sounds like they think they're crazy. Girlfriend's like, hey, there's a girl in the other room. You were sleeping with her. Yeah, that's why she's there, because I was going to sleep with her. Oh, she was naked. Yeah, oh, she's naked. I took a girl to the house, put her in the other room so I could sleep with her while you were out. Oh, I really sold that one. Anyway, a lot of you think you're slick and you've gotten away with cheating. Well, you haven't. You know how after you say your pathetic alibi, you still feel a little something you can't quite put your finger on? That's because it's eating at your soul, courtesy of a man you might have heard of, name of God. Sound familiar? Sleep tight. Have a good night.